Hi, I'm QDC. What we're about to build today is Dragon's Conqueror Mark II tank, and this is a 1/35th scale. The reason why I bought this particular kit was because of this tank's unique history. Right after World War II, the Soviet Union designed, they designed this particular tank during World War II, but it actually was in production after the war. And this is the JS-3 Stalin tank, also known as the IS-3 tank. And when this first came out, the Allies was in shock, especially the British, because this tank was a very advanced tank for its time. And they saw this as a threat. So in order to meet this particular threat, the British designed this tank, the Conqueror tank. So let's go ahead and start building this particular kit right now. Let's go take a look inside this box. We have the lower part of the turret, tracks, lower hull, upper hull, the upper part of the turret, wheels, and the gun, sides of the hull, I'm not sure what that is. Decal, and the instruction sheet.
I want to talk to you more about Dragon's attention to detail. What you're looking at right now is the commander's cupola, and Dragon has gone out of the way to make this very realistic as possible. What I'm impressed about it is that Dragon has made the actual serial number um, right here, and he also put the year manufacturer. It says 1958, and I am impressed with Dragon's attention to detail. I want to talk to you about masking clear plastic parts. What I'm pointing at right now is a product called MicroMask, and this particular product does exactly how it sounds like. It masks plastic parts. So when I paint clear plastic parts and I want uh, things to be masked, I just simply apply this onto the area where where I do not want to have paint.
Okay, so we built the model kit, and now it's time for me to show you what I think about this kit so far. Take a look. This is the completed model kit before painting, and this is the most enjoyable model kit that I have ever built from Dragon so far. There are a lot of small parts in this model kit, but those small parts, for me at least, were enjoyable to build, and what you get out of it, what I got out of it, was a beautiful tank of the Conqueror. I like the intricate details of the suspension system, and also the intricate details on the back of the turret, the basket, the commander's cupola. It's just a very impressive model kit. This model kit is a very nice model kit, and I would recommend this model kit for the intermediate and the advanced modeler only. If you're a beginner, I would not recommend this because there are so many intricate small parts to this kit. I can see the beginner really just have a hard time building, for example, the basket or the suspension system. You will get very frustrated easily. But for those of you who are an intermediate and advanced modeler, you will enjoy this model kit. One tip that I would give for anyone who built this model kit is to take your time. There are so many small parts, especially for the suspension system and for the back part
of the turret that if you rush it, you're going to make a lot of misalignments. And also, I want to point out that this is a very huge tank. Right over here, I brought out a model of a Sherman tank from World War II. They're both the same scale, and you can see that this is a huge tank, undoubtedly big. It's time for me to paint the model. It's time for me to paint the model. I already gave the entire model a coat of black primer, and now I'm going to use my airbrush and paint the entire model with the main color. I just finished painting the entire model kit, and I also sprayed the entire kit with a coat of future floor wax to protect it so I could add decals and add weathering. But before I do that, I want to talk to you more about how I painted the model tank. I painted the entire tank a little bit differently than I've done in the past. What I've done was I painted areas of the tank with the base color, highlights, and shadows to make it look as you see it right now. What I'm pointing at is a piece of paper that represents the actual colors that I used to paint the model. Right here is the base color of the entire model tank, and I use that to paint the entire model with this particular color, the base color. Then I used highlights, these two colors, and sprayed areas of the tank where I believe there's going to be highlights. And these two colors, darker colors, are the shadow colors, in which I painted areas where I think there's going to be shadows. And the overall result is this particular appearance, which I think looks good. I'm going to do some pin washing. What you see right here is a cup of brown artist oil paint mixed with mineral spirits, and I'm going to give the entire model a pin wash. I'm about to do some chipping effects. Before I start doing the chipping effects, I want to explain to you about weathering for modern day tanks. If the tank hasn't gone into actual battle, the tank is pretty well maintained by both the crew and the maintenance facility where the tank is stationed at. So weathering for modern day tanks is going to be at a minimal. So I'm going to give a very minimal chipping effects. What I have in my hand is a piece of sponge that has been dipped in black paint, and I'm going to very lightly, just lightly, give chipping effects, not too much. I'm going to give some dust effects. I'm going to tint the entire model with a coat of buff color mixed with a little bit of white. I decided not to add mud, but instead I'm going to give heavier dust effects. What I'm pointing at right now is a brown pastel chalk, and I'm going to use a brush, a dry brush, and actually apply this chalk onto the road wheels to simulate heavy dust effects.
Alright, so we built the model kit, we painted it, we weathered it, and now it's time for me to show you what I think about this kit so far. Take a look.
This is the completed model kit after painting and weathering, and I really do like this model kit. When I started to build it, it was just really enjoyable from start to finish, and painting it and weathering it just really brings out the very nice details. Everything about this particular kit I like. I like the turret, the tracks, everything. And I went ahead and brought another kit, the Tamiya IS-3 tank, the actual tank that this tank was designed to defeat. And so you could actually see how huge the Conqueror is compared to the IS-3. So when the British built this particular tank, they really thought that this tank would defeat the IS-3. Now, as far as I know, the Conqueror had never saw combat to defeat the IS-3, which was its original design. But just by looking at it, it does sure look very intimidating compared to the IS-3.
That completes this model project. What you're about to see is a video slideshow of the entire model kit. But before I go, as always, just because I put this video here on YouTube, it doesn't make me a model kit expert. I am not an expert. I'm just a regular guy just like you. I hope this video encouraged you to build a model kit of your own. Either it's a model tank, a model plane, a model train, or even an automobile. It doesn't matter. In the end, it's all about having fun. I'm QDC. Thanks for watching, and always, please, have a great day.